Alright, hi, hello. I just wanted to make a quick video on how to make texture swaps with decals instead of using a million materials, which just saves you a lot. And also, while we're at it, show you how you can hue shift in an alternative way with Poyomi. So I want to change the texture of this hoodie, for example. And what you do, instead of making an animation where you have this material, then a new material, a new material, a new material, so instead of having like super many materials, you use decals. There's 4 per like material, so technically you can have 5 materials including your main one. All you're gonna do is literally just check it, and then it would look like this. It's only metal, like grayish, because I have a cube map on, so we're going to ignore that. These decals work best if you have a white texture or if you have a very, very bright red texture. I edited my texture a bit, so it is white now. And what I like to do is just press add. So it just looks better. To make the hue shift, where you can also change the saturation, and what is the saturation, you can change the hue, and you can change the intensity. You go in here and click on the off one and choose theme color 0. Then you scroll all the way down, you open global modifiers and data, you open global data masks, then the global themes, and then the theme color. In here, you have a theme color you can choose. If you want very, very vibrant colors, just slap it all the way up and boom, it is super red. If you want something like, something lesser, you can just turn these up. I always make it like 51, for example, and then you have like, you know, cute like baby red, baby blue, whatever you want to call them. And here you can, let me just turn that up, adjust the saturation, so you can actually turn it down. What you also can do is just turn down the value, so you can make it brighter or darker, yeah. And here, you can change your hue. So you can just hue shift the whole thing, and if you're like, you know, I don't like it being so dark or so bright, you can just turn it down, turn it up, remove some of the color, make it a bit darker, just make whatever you want to. And to make these animations for it, you basically just go into your animation tab, create a new clip, just call the hoodie swap, whatever you want to, I don't care. And what you do in here for these decals, for it to toggle them, you always want to have it turned off. So you turn the alpha down so it disappears. My next slide, for example, is turning the alpha up. So here you have basically 2 texture swaps, boom. Well, not texture swap, it still looks the same, but you know, you get what I mean. So instead of using a different material, we use the same material and just use a decal. What I like to do is I turn on the second frame, I turn down the saturation, keep this at 0, so it's like bright white. We have black, white. The next slide, I'm going to turn up the saturation and start my hue shift. Then I'm going to leave a bit of space, and then I'm going to turn it up. So basically you just have a whole hue shift now. You have black, you have white, then your hue shift starts and it starts scrolling through. I'm just going to quickly add that in here. I'm just going to make a new parameter so I can show you. Hoodie swap, make it a float. Copy this, go into your animator, put it in here. Then I make a new layer. I'm just gonna put the same thing because I don't care. Then in here, I right click, create state, and empty. Here I turn off my red defaults and I check the second one, the motion time. and then I look for my hoodie swap that I just made. And then I somehow gotta find my animation somewhere. Hoodie swap. Drag and drop it in here, that's all you need to do. And then I go into my menu because I also want to somewhere have this radial, this wheel, and I'm just gonna call this hoodie. Make sure you make it a radial puppet. Do not choose the first one but the second one, and take your hoodie swap. And now let's see, and actually let me turn off the loop time so it doesn't start again. Let's test this out. Right, so if we go into my gesture manager, I'm just quickly gonna turn on the hoodie. Where is it? My hoodie. It is black, then it goes to white, then my hue shift starts, and then it ends. It's been literally so easy. It saves you so much on needing to use so many materials. You can make cute hue shifts, like you could make like another radial now, where you can control the saturation or whatever. Like it's super easy.